stand by, please. 4. The Triple Play program at the Boys and Girls Club. Learn more right after this.
That's slow. That's slow.
Look, he's blushing.
Seriously. Okay.
Welcome to Community Watch. Greg,
Doc,
how you doing?
just fine. And you said?
I'm all right. I'm all right.
How you feel?
Good, I think. Do you know something I'm doing now?
No, I'm just saying, we both need to start working out or something.
Really?
Something. Yeah.
That's showing?
No, we're just getting older and older,
Oh, yeah.
As you get older, it's harder to maintain, so, we need to do something.
Yeah.
This don't count.
Really?
Don't count.
Well, I'm guessing that our show today will teach us, I don't know about working out, but they'll teach us about the right way to live. We've got some guests from the Boys and Girls Club.
We do?
Including Eric Turner, who, he's been at the Boys and Girls Club for almost a quarter century now.
If Eric Turner don't get nominated for Young Heart of the Community Award, Young Person, soon, I'm going to be very disappointed because he does a lot that affects the life of young people in this city that I think a lot of people don't realize.
Well, maybe you should nominate him.
Well, I'll let you write it, and we'll work on it together, the nomination.
Well, it's been a little while since Eric's been on the show, but he's been on the show several times, and I don't honestly know what he's up to now, but it's always something worthwhile and interesting. But he really has done some amazing things at the South Rome Boys and Girls Club.
Yes.
And some innovative things too. I think unusual and innovative things. So
best kept secret in Rome.
We will have Eric out here. Who knows what he's got going on, but we'll find out about it together. So stay with us. Should be a fascinating show. We'll be right back after this.
A full life, measured in seats, starts with the right ones early on. Car crashes are the #1 killer of children 1 through 13. Learn how to prevent deaths and injuries by using the right car seat for your child's age and size.
Welcome back to Community Watch. We're thrilled to have with us today Mr. Eric Turner from the Boys and Girls Club and also Mr. Daryl Davis. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having us.
Eric, how you been?
I've been wonderful.
It's been a little while since you've been on the show, and I assume that that's because you've been too busy to deal with us.
As we keep things going on.
Yeah. You've done some pretty impressive things. How long have you been there? 20, 30 years now?
Not quite that long, but it's been 9 years today.
9 years?
Yes, sir.
It's pretty impressive, the things you've accomplished. And 9 years really, in the big picture, is not that long, but you've done an awful lot. And what is your official title with them now?
I am the Director of Teen Services for the Boys and Girls Clubs, Northwest Georgia.
But in that 9 years, it would be interesting to compare, some of the statistics prior to you coming. I'm quite sure the Boys and Girls Club was doing some things, but I just know since you've been there, the success, some of the programs are very innovative, very different, and the loyalty. I mean, I've been up there. I mean, at the Boys and Girls Club just a couple of months ago. I mean, and every day they're coming. I mean, these kids are coming willingly now. Teenagers are coming. And a couple of our students on our robotic teams, they go to the Boys and Girls Club and just like every day in hundreds. I mean, when you start looking at the actual numbers that participate, and then when you say you're the director of teen services and the program that y'all do for those teens, man, you are to be commended, because I really don't think the Boys and Girls Club may get some recognition, but I don't think people realize that the Boys and Girls Club is ran by people, and it's people who making those things happen. So you and JR, y'all really are to be commended for a lot of the great things that y'all are doing.
Thank you.
So your position includes both of the Boys and Girls Clubs.
Well, I have the kids ages 12 to 18,
Okay.
preteens and teens.
But not just at South Rome, also in...
We have 4 sites.
4?
Yes.
All right, I need to catch up here. Help
Okay,
me.
we have the youth, the South Rome youth side. We have our standalone teen center. We have the West Rome unit, and we also have a Cedartown unit.
Oh, okay. Oh, so y'all over to Cedartown?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Now, see, you're not telling us everything we need to know, Eric. So, well, that's very impressive. But I've got to tell you, and this is kind of typical. Eric has also been guiding some of the older teens that he's worked with to college. So he'll.
Josh? I remember Josh.
I've been up there several times to meet with individual teens that are ready.
Yeah.
And then we talk regularly about their progress.
Yes, sir.
And there was one young man whose name I will not broadcast, who had not been brother to brother at Georgia Highlands. He's not been attending.
Okay.
Hadn't heard from him in a while. So I called Eric. Eric, so-and-so has not been showing up. Oh, really? Oh, really? Next meeting, there he was in the front. So it's a good kind of relationship we
Yes,
have,
sir.
and then they need to know that, and they do already know
Yes.
that you're going to have your hands in their development well after their teen years. So
Yes.
you do good work.
Thank you.
Triple play. Help me.
Well, it's our Triple Play program. It's a health and wellness program which came into play in 2005. But this program helps young individuals as well as adults make healthier choices and live healthier lifestyles, increase physical activity, at least 60 minutes a day. But it's all geared towards the fight against childhood obesity, which is going to skyrocketing heights and affecting all communities across the country.
Well, tell me a little bit about how this program got started.
Well, like I said, it started in 2005, but I can't go without acknowledging this, that it's sponsored by WellPoint and the Coca-Cola Company, and they kind of collaborated with Boys Girls Club of America and wanted to do something about childhood obesity.
So it's a national program?
Yes.
And how long has it been here, or how long have you been working with it here?
Well, we've always had it in our programs, but we really increased our Triple Play program since last year. We've added more components to it to keep kids engaged.
Now, Mr. Davis, I assume you are involved in this in some way?
Yes, I am.
What is your part?
Well, I'm a national ambassador. I'm a spokesperson
National?
for Triple Play. Yes, sir.
So you go like on tour?
well,
national?
no, not really. Not yet. I hope one day.
I like that. I like that.
But yeah, I go to certain, like, talk about Triple Play, tell people what it is and why it's important. You know, it consists of three main things: is mind, body, and soul. Which is mind is eating healthy, because you can't lose weight or be physically active when you're not eating right. And then body is fitness, which is, you know, everyone needs fitness. At least 60 minutes a day is what we recommend. And soul, which is healthy relationships. You know, being able to talk to your parents, your friends, without like fearing retaliation.
So really, like encouraging each other.
Yes.
To do right. So like we should eat a salad, you know, versus the pork chops.
Yeah.
I like that. I mean, it's a different twist on mind, body, and soul.
We've been talking salad for a long time.
We have
What
been,
it is.
we have been making healthier decisions, I have to admit.
Now
have.
we put some things on the salad. We
Yeah,
probably
right.
should not be putting on the salad.
Bacon.
But it's a start.
It's a start.
Yes. you have to start somewhere. Like Daryl said, Triple Play program is, you know, it's a game plan for the mind, body, and soul. And
I like that.
a lot of people don't realize that, you know, obesity is rising, and 1 out of every 3 kids are obese.
Wow.
3 out of every 10 is obese, and that's scary.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Now, are you seeing that that problem increase? Have you seen that increase over the years, just working with kids like you do?
Yes, I have, and like it's amazing because we really don't, you know, think about it until your child is in the hospital with some physical problem going on with them, and it's like I said, it's scary.
That's interesting to me because I think we saw this figure came out fairly recently. What a fairly high poverty rate there is in our area.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So obviously, poverty issues do not relate directly with eating habits. I mean, there's not a
Well,
correlation there.
Well, I would disagree somewhat.
I would.
Because of poverty, people that are in poverty tend to eat unhealthy
because it's
it costs money to eat healthy.
Yeah.
So people in poverty are eating less
I guess
nutritious
that makes
food,
sense.
eating the more calorie-ridden, unhealthy foods, which is contributing to obesity, versus being able to go to the grocery store and get the lean meat, the fresh vegetables. They're getting the cheapest stuff they can afford, which tends to be processed food, which is very unhealthy,
Right.
which is contributing to a lot of these problems. Which really brings us to, when we start going back, mind, body, and soul. At some point, as individuals, we have to do what we can do, but at some point, the community and society had to address
That's
some
right.
of those issues.
And some of the ways we can address it, it's the flip side. As parents, we do have influence over our kids' lifestyles and weight.
Oh, yeah.
So the first main thing is we have to pay attention to our kids so we can understand and see what's going on with them. One of the biggest problems, and I'm guilty of this, stop using fast foods as comforting measures for our kids. And the most important thing as parents is we have to make sure that we're practicing making healthier choices, because if we're not doing it, our kids are going to emulate the same behaviors.
Well, I'm wondering if this is going to be one of those situations where it will be the kids teaching the parents how to do it.
Yeah.
Because I think it might be difficult to convince the parents. But if they hear it every day from the kids.
Yeah.
Also, though, when I'm thinking about the South Rome unit in particular, what's the closest to those parents in that South Rome area? How far is it for them to access fresh fruits and vegetables? Having access to those healthy foods so that, number one, having a choice, but then two, having access
Right.
to exercise that choice. And I do agree, I think, as parents, because I know people that I know, healthier parents, if you go out to eat with them,
That's right.
you can see it in their children. Like, you order something, we have a Coke, no, we have water. Just choices, not realizing them Cokes add up, all that stuff add up,
Yes.
But did a child chooses water, or no, I'll have milk, or I have something else. You can see that's in that influence that they have learned from their parent. So we definitely have to get parents into that mindset.
Well, we're coming up on a break here. When we come back, we will let Mr. Davis teach us what we need to change.
National
to improve.
ambassador.
So stay with us. We'll be right back.
Get your ass out. You're not sitting here.
Yes, I am.
Move. Give it to him hard.
No, ow.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Why you stab me with it? No.
They want to help,
Ow.
but don't know how.
Oh, you got
Teach your kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Welcome back to Community Watch. We're having a conversation with Daryl Davis and Eric Turner, the Boys and Girls Club, about their triple play program. So, remind me again, Mr. Davis. What are the 3 parts?
Mind, body, and soul.
All right, and what do they mean?
Mind is eating healthy. Body is exercise, and soul is having healthy relationships with everyone.
All right, so as a spokesperson for this program, what would you advise Mr. Shropshire and I to do to eat healthier? I mean, what would you recommend?
Well, I wouldn't recommend cutting anything out. Like the way you eat now, don't cut anything out. You know, moderation is the key. Don't eat all salad, everything, all organic. You know, you want to mix it in a little bit. You can have a pack of chips every now and then, just not every single day, because that's how the obesity starts. Because once you eat a pack of chips, then you're like, oh, I want some more. Then you want some more, and then you eat the whole bag, and then it starts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, but you know, you can't tell us a pack of chips is okay because that's a large pack. It's a fairly large pack.
Yeah. What do you mean by a pack?
Yeah.
Do you mean that whole bag meant for the family? Yeah.
Well, that makes sense. How did you get involved in this? What's your interest? Why have you taken it on like this?
Well, I like to see my community, do well. I don't like to be surrounded by a bunch of people that aren't doing the best they can, So Mr. Eric came to me with this opportunity, took it, made the best of it.
Did you hear what he just said?
Yeah, I'm a little shocked.
Yeah, he said, I don't want to see my community do it. Wait a minute now. How old are you, man?
14.
All right. Well, you keep that up. Keep your community in mind, because, and I know your dad, big influence in that, but it has to start, and with our young people such as yourself, that being encouraged, having the courage to stand up and say, hey, we can do things differently,
Mm-hmm.
So, keep that up. And so I guess that means we have to start doing something, right?
Really?
Yeah.
All right. So 60 minutes of exercise a day?
That's the recommended.
Yeah. Do you do
60
that?
minutes.
Well, I'm sure you do.
Yeah. Get 120. 2-hour practices.
2 hours?
Yes.
Well, that I would think for many people might be difficult.
The 60 minutes?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Well, I always knew before I got with Triple Play, I always thought 30 minutes. Because, 30 minutes, if you think about it, that's not really a lot of time. It's real quick. Just go outside, go for a walk for 30 minutes, like around your neighborhood, come back, you're good.
Yes. Walk the dog.
Oh, yeah. Take your dog out.
So how would you get somebody up to the 60-minute level? Walk a little further?
Or walk a little further, or try to engage in something extracurricular, like go to the Y, take a class like Zumba or something,
Mm-hmm.
join a sports team, just get active, start your own club, bike club,
Yeah.
do what you got to do.
So when you When you appeal to young people to take on these areas of the triple play, do you find that it's difficult? Is this a difficult argument to make, or are there challenges with it, or do you think they're very accepting of it?
It really depends on the person and kind of how they were raised. Because if your parents they eat healthy and they're really active, naturally you're going to be the same way. Or then there's some kids that their parents are like, on the line, like they don't know what to do. The kids just need a little push just to shove in the right direction. And those two are probably the easiest ones to try to get active. But then the people that are, the whole family is just inactive and they're inactive. They don't like sports. They don't like the sun. They don't like people. It's really hard to get them.
They want a text message.
Yeah, it's really hard to get them away from their phone to do something with people.
I'm curious too, and both of y'all can answer this. I'm curious about the soul part of this and how it plays in, and how you approach people about that. Seems kind of tricky to me.
I'll take this.
Yeah. Oh, you got it. You got this.
Well, the soul, healthy relationships, I think that has to go and play with, like, if you hang around a group of friends that during PE or during any time that everyone else is being active and y'all just sitting down, you gotta have that relationship with them to say, I'm gonna go, be active, and y'all can stay here or y'all can come with me and better yourselves, and not have the fear of them, like not being your friends. If you told them some secrets or something, not spreading all that just because they don't want to be like you anymore. They want to change their life for the better.
Right. And also, as a parent, also having that relationship with your child, and your child having that relationship with you. Y'all being able to spend quality times together, being able to, talk about things that's going on in your child's life and stuff. So.
Of those three parts, I'm thinking that's the most important, because we do know people influence our actions. And you can start, all of us of age know.
Yes.
You can start off on a good plan. I'm going to eat healthy. I'm going to walk. And if you're doing it by yourself, it's much harder to maintain that discipline versus having relationships with people that are living healthier or striving to live healthier. Because they keep you held accountable. Hey, how did you do today? Or you still working out? You still doing this? And so it makes it easier to stay committed when people around you that love you are committed to that process, versus you're trying to start it and everybody you hang out with are just, we go out to eat and everybody just ordering all this, nonsense, and you sitting there. So I can see how that could be so important in all aspects, in the professional lives, as your friends, and then in personal with your family. Because parents do control, for the most part, what kids are eating. And so if we can just get parents to buy more healthier food, even if mom or dad don't want to eat healthier, if we can convince them, but your child need to eat healthier, So I can see how soul becomes so important in the success of this program.
But I would think that would be maybe the most difficult one to accomplish.
Yeah.
Or to get that point across, or get people to change.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know if y'all find that to be true.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like my dad always says, you choose who you hang out with, but they don't choose who you are. So you got to really think about who you're hanging out with and how they're going to affect you, because everyone's influenced. They might say they're not, but they are. In the back of their head, they are. So you want to hang with people that allow you to be yourself and make decisions for yourself. You're not influenced by what they're doing.
And we attract who we are.
This guy.
Yeah. We need to get him to come speak to some of our older students.
In a way, it seems like all three areas have to do with breaking bad habits.
Yeah. and practicing
Is
healthy
that,
habits.
Yes.
Is that sort of,
Not really breaking, like,
Practicing
I would-
healthy habits.
yeah, practicing healthy habits, but not breaking bad habits, but minimizing bad habits. You know, because a bad habit to some people might not be as bad as it seems to another person. So that's really just how
so
you
moderation. So not that
Yes.
you have to give up, let's say Coke,
Yes.
but let's cut down,
Down on it.
how
Yes.
much Coke.
Yes.
So, because if we give it up all together, at some point we might say, "Nah, man, this ain't working." But if we can decrease it,
Yes.
so if you're having 30 Cokes a day,
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you gonna die.
You need it.
but decreasing that, you know,
Yes.
to
25.
yeah, and then on down to 20, on down to you get to maybe one
Yeah.
Coke a day, to maybe then it gets to one Coke a week. But I can see that, you know, moderation versus just giving stuff
Right.
up.
Yeah.
Like you said earlier about the pork chop joke. Instead of frying the pork chop,
Bacon.
yes, bake it.
You listen to this?
Nah, I ain't
You can have
it.
it. You can have it.
Now the pork chop is good baked, but moderation. I can fry something every once in a while now.
Hey, that's the moderation
Yes,
part.
that's what it is.
That's
So
right.
maybe moving from 5 pork chops to 4.
No. Moving from 5 fried to 2 fried and 3 baked. You know?
Increase your greens, your vegetables with it.
So are y'all seeing progress?
It's too soon to say.
Yeah.
Really,
I
just
mean, I'm gonna speak for myself.
really, dude. Yeah.
You know, the program, you know, I've increased my water intake. And I used to be somebody who struggled with drinking water. And now I'm drinking my amount that I'm supposed to every day, faithfully.
Now, we don't have a lot of time, but I do want to get in it. I know y'all went to Colorado,
Yes.
participate in a national program, so we don't have a lot of time. But, I mean, how was that experience for you?
It was very educational. Like, you really learned a lot. You saw a lot of different people, like people from different states. You know, they see things differently than we do in Georgia. So you really got everyone's opinion on this whole triple play concept.
Tell them
And
where we stayed.
It was nice. We stayed at the Olympic Training Center. So
Yes.
you're surrounded by athletes. You know, there was no McDonald's. There was
No.
Well, let me ask this: was there any sweet tea?
I don't know.
I don't know. There wasn't actually. I
Yeah,
remember
in
that.
Colorado.
There was no sweet tea.
Sweet tea.
They don't
We
know it.
paid at Mason Dixon. It's kind of
But that was a great experience. Huh?
Yeah, it was wonderful. I liked it.
Well, we're coming up on another break. When we come back, we'll have more information for you. So stay with us.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Welcome back to Community Watch. We've been talking with Eric Turner, the Boys and Girls Club, and Mr. Daryl Davis, who is the national spokesperson for the Triple Play program. And if you're interested in Triple Play or in the Boys and Girls Club, you can call Eric Turner at the Boys and Girls Club. And I'm sure you could contact Daryl Davis's office and talk with his secretary and make an appointment with him if you want to have a conversation with him. But it might be difficult. I have a feeling you're probably booked a lot of the time.
Very busy.
Yeah. Thank you all for being with us, and think about making some healthy decisions in your lives. We'll see you next time on Community Watch.
All right.